Welcome to Buffalo.
Thanks. First time that's ever been said to me.
I was going to say. I mean, last time you were here, it wasn't very pleasant.
No, not for me. Not for us. No, you're right.
What?
I think it was the first time in 14 tries, though, right?
It was.
Yeah. I got you.
Any reservations about coming here?
No. This is a great city. You know, blue-collar city. A lot of alums here. You know, we've got over 150 people that'll be here tonight, and you know, great hockey city. So really looking forward to, and obviously, and Guy will talk about this a lot more than me, but Terry Pegula, the owner of the Sabres, you know, and everything that he's done for Penn State and our hockey program. So we're really honored to be here.
Well, I tell you what, it's fun to be here. I was here once before and got to walk around with Mr. Pegula, and it is Pegulaville. I mean, he's a rock star. I'd never taken as many pictures as in my life. I mean, people would knock me away, throw me a camera, and, you know, get next to him. So we're very, very grateful, and we're very fortunate for him and his family's generosity.
Do you think that this, ending this trip, or at least adding Buffalo as a stop, aside from the fact that it might not be Penn State territory, but traditional, but the fact that Terry's here and what he's done, is that part of the thought?
It's part of it. You know what? We did meet some great Penn State people here as well. So if you think it isn't, we're going to try to turn it into one. But certainly with Mr. Pegula and what he means to Buffalo, it certainly helps.
Can you speak to the couple Western New York guys that you have in the roster there, in Urschel and Lynch?
Yeah, well, John Urschel, I'll start with him. You know, he's the type of guy, this is why you take a job like this, to me. You get to be around kids like John Urschel. You know, you're talking about an excellent football player, but so much more than that. 4.0 GPA in math, and the guy's going to go on to play pro football, more than likely, but at the same time, he's going to have a very successful life after his football career is over. He's had a tremendous spring. To me, he's one of the best players on our team right now. The way I evaluate our team, I'm talking about every position. This guy's a very valuable member of our football team, and just it's been great to get to know him. Akil Lynch, you know, we're extremely happy to have him coming on. He's a big physical back. We think, you know, when I saw him, recruiting wise, I was in New England, so the way that would work was, you know, late at night I would work on a lot of recruiting issues, or not issues, but things for Penn State, mainly watching film and getting to know some of these guys that we were recruiting. And he was one of the first guys that I saw, and you know, big physical guy. And then I had the opportunity to meet him over the Blue-White weekend. He came up with his mom, and you know, just a great kid. I really think he's got a bright future for us, and really happy to have him on board.
You know, Eastern Massachusetts, Minnesota, viewed as traditional youth hockey hotbeds. This area, you know, has been strong and has kind of come a long way too. Do you view it that way?
It's coming, and we have part of our recruiting philosophy is to get the best in our footprint, and that includes Western New York. And there are some great kids coming out, and we obviously have. It's not only colleges that we compete against major, junior, and I think as you talk about the influence of the Pegula Ice Arena, I think that's one of them, and the Big Ten Conference. So as soon as we get that going and the Big Ten Conference is going, you know, the exposure of college hockey is that much greater, not only here but in Canada. And I think that's when you're really going to see the best players in Pennsylvania, our footprint, in Western New York, stay at home and play college hockey. So that's part of it. You know what? And you'll have to ask Mr. Pegula this, but I think that was a part of his intent.